This is just people you want to be with, and people you want to break bread with, and people you want to play bocce with, and it becomes part of your soul, part of your life.
They really are a great group of people. And it feels like family.
You guys have all been very inviting and generous.
So when people ask me about UCIF, I have a lot of thoughts. And one of the things is the people. We have an amazing group of people. I joke and tease, we probably could get 50 people to watch a marble match.
We can have fun in a cardboard box, all of these Italians. Seriously.
I can remember it like it was yesterday. Nina Postupack and I were at a St. Patrick's parade back in 2015, and we were talking to each other about why can't the Italians do what the ancient order of Hibernians have been doing for so many years. And we talked about the fact that the Italians were the #1 population in Ulster County, yet we were really not organized other than by religious affiliation. So we both said, let's set up a quick meeting, and we did within the next few weeks. And we had about 22 people there. From there, the next month was 40, the next month was 60. By July, we had decided to file a tax-exempt organization, 501c3, under the IRS rules. And then we accepted the onus of putting on a festival in a very short period of time. So people were mobilized quickly. It was amazing. It really was what we pulled off in about 6 short months.
And I think one of the things when Tony and Nina and Frank started this was about bringing the Italians, all 35,000 of us in Ulster County, together and preserving our Italian tradition through a real concise mission statement.
And the reason is to bring the Italian culture, which has been so frowned upon by Hollywood and turned us into the bad guy. We wanted to take that vision and tell them what we're really like, So we formed this foundation, and Tony was the initial president, and Les was the second president. I'm now the third president, and all we want to do is to keep that vision alive, keep what it really means to be Italian alive. When they see the camaraderie and the love when we get together, when we perform the festival for the community, when we do these acts of service in the community, that's who we really are.
I'm called the past pandemic president. I assumed office in November, and around March the pandemic came in. In the old days, before the pandemic, we collected food and different kinds of supplies for the needy in our area. And we wanted to do something, but we were very limited in the pandemic. So we started a program called Community Care. We began to help out the most needy in our area, which during the pandemic was very demanding.
I think Community Care has morphed this organization from a Italian foundation more to a service organization. So we work with the elderly, we work with Community Action, we work with Vet to Vet, People's Place, Salvation Army, so many nonprofits, and we purchase items that are immediate need. We give gift cards. We have luncheons for the veterans, for the Sheriff's Department.
That's who we are. We're the guys that'll come and help you out. And we're almost 400 strong right now. We've grown so much. We do so much. We're so proud of who we are.
When I first joined in 2015, Tony Marmo said, we're going to have an awards donations committee. Could you please chair that? And I said, sure, I could do that. And it would involve, educational awards. We have given out, which I am very proud to say, 103 educational awards to students in the past 9 years. This will be our 10th year at $76,550. The Awards Donations Committee also involves the Community Awards.
During the pandemic, we started with 5 $500 grants. And since we've been doing it, we now have up to $1,000 and give out 5 $1,000 community grants each year.
I'm the co-chair of the Cultural Events Committee with Gina Sotile. And I would say that what we're doing on an annual basis is affording our membership with really great opportunities and encouraging them to be active and take more interest and part in their culture and heritage.
So I joined the club about 4 years ago, and I signed up for every committee. I was new to the area and I wanted to be connected. The cultural committee reached out to me and I went to my first meeting, and someone at the meeting said, "We need folks who speak Italian." And I said, "I do." And from there, I was approached by several people to do Italian lessons. And I started a small group. We're still meeting, and it's terrific. But the big news is, in September, with the backing of the foundation, we launched a complete language program. We reached out to all the membership, and we had 50 people who wanted to learn Italian.
I have 3 highlights. And one of them is the language classes, which I'm very grateful to Celia for being so patient with all of us, especially me. I think we owe it to our grandparents to learn the language. The second one is I love representing UCIAF at the Soapbox Derby. It's so much fun. And 3 is the spaghetti contest, because it has been epic at times. And one last thing, I was privileged to be on the cookbook committee. And so I hope you all enjoy it, because it was made with love. Vi amo tutti.
I think there are 2 things in particular that Joe and I are very proud of on the cultural committee that we work on. One is Tutto Italiano, of course, which has been going on for years, but we love doing the show. And the second thing we do, super fun, are bus trips. So we've done bus trips to the city, and since Joe and I have long history in the city and I still live in the city, we get to plan those. And so we've done Staten Island, we've done Brooklyn, we've done the Bronx.
I'm still part-time in the city. What I've been specifically trying to do is now combine some of those city organizations, and we've joined Compomayo and we've joined NIAF, and suddenly our little UCIAF, which has grown, to over 400 people, now we're part of this greater national Italian group.
And as we go forward, I still talk to Nina on a regular basis and say, what do you think? How should we move this forward after 10 years? We want this to be here for 50 years. We want this organization to be around and a factor. So we need to do our best not to be satisfied with where we're at, but keep asking people to get involved. Find people that aspire to be leaders. There's a lot to be done in this community. We need to pass this to the next generation.
I loved how passionate you guys all are and what you've built here. Also, your openness to the younger generation, which isn't always there. So the willingness to adapt and move forward.
I think it's important for young people to be involved so that we can continue this and carry it on. And I think it's just going to keep growing and growing and getting better and better the more people join and have contacts and resources. So I think it's up and away from here.